So, I am starting a new series on this channel where I'm going to try and replicate different web pages. Today, I'm going to try to replicate Apple's MacBook Air landing page. This is definitely going to be difficult, but I want to show you the process. I'm going to be creating it with just HTML and CSS. Today, we're going to break down the actual Apple sites, and I'm going to be taking notes on the things that I'm going to need to build. This is exactly how I would plan a real-life project, not just jump straight into the code, but actually study the layout first. So let's go and see exactly what this website looks like. All right, so this is the page that we're going to end up making. Now, I'm not sure if I'm planning on doing all the way down here, okay? Because this does get a little bit crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of things that are going on here. I think it'll be pretty sick to do all of this, but do I have the time for it? Honestly, I'm gonna let y'all decide in this first video. So if y'all, y'all paying attention, do y'all want me to try and create absolutely everything on this page? Or do y'all want me to just create maybe going a little bit more down? Probably like, let me see. When does it really start going weird? It starts getting weird here, right? M4 chip, like what are we doing? And then this here too, as you can click, go inside. It's like, whoa, hold up. Like, how am I going to be able to learn how to write that? So let me know how far y'all want me to go down. I'm going to keep scrolling, or y'all can look this up, let me know, or y'all want me to do absolutely everything. And trust me, I will do everything if y'all tell me to. Just don't, best believe it's going to take a long time, and that's okay. So, and then I can also just do this, but I feel like this would just be too easy. Like, let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe this is a little bit difficult. But we'll see. So this is what the page looks like. I'm gonna even try to create this at the top. Now, I'm damn sure not creating this. Okay, what's going on here? This takes practice, this takes effort. We're just gonna create the nav bar. But that's about it, okay? I'm going to be writing down the things that I think we are going to need to be able to create this. And personally, I don't even know how far I need to go down, but I think it's gonna be easy. A bunch of this just looks like a bunch of headers, a bunch of, pictures that move, so they're not being pictures. I don't know why I said that, videos. We got something here that's like a slide. I personally, I don't know how to make this, but I think this might be the place that's going to teach me that, because at some point I can't keep avoiding the stuff I don't know how to do. If I don't know how to do it, I got to do it. Another thing that I'm noticing here too is as I'm scrolling, this is continuing to come with me, right? But when you go to the top, that's not there. That's something that pops up as you scroll. So I don't know how to do that either. I know how to keep it like fixed. For instance, if this was here, I know how to keep that here to keep coming. But how do you do it with something that's not even there and then it pops up randomly? Like, what the hell is that? It's playing around with like something like this. How could you click these? Okay, never mind. You can't click it. I guess not. Shoot, the website's broken. So we don't got to worry about that. Perfect, because I wasn't going to know how to do that. They even have like this button here. What the hell? Like, this is going to teach me a lot, especially the things that I don't know. But I mean, I could probably do a bunch of this. I'm going to need help with some of these things. Here's where we get into the good stuff. So this is where it really starts. This is the global header. Just means this is straight up the header. And then this also has the CSS stuff right here. This is how you look through a page. By the way, I'm trying to teach you all about that as well, because for a while I could not read any of this. Then I started to really look, and I was like, oh, that's how you do it. So I'm trying to show you all that too. So when you nav bar, I'm not going to write everything in here. Straight up what we're putting is a nav bar. Can I spell for 1 second? Like, what's going on? JavaScript part, which we aren't doing, y'all. I'm skipping that part. You know why? Because I'm not that confident just yet. So now we got an input type checkbox. Which part is this at? There's no damn checkbox on this screen. I know, because I know what the hell a checkbox looks like. I tell you that much. That's okay. We got, and it's like the one thing I'm hovering that's not popping up. Then this is the div for that, for the Apple logo. Okay, I like that. Can I steal that picture? Yes, you can. So we're gonna have to find our own Apple logo. That's okay, right? Because that's, yeah. And oh, this one. And then you got this one here. So bar number 1, and then we're gonna need nav bar number 2, right? These are just simply notes. These are simple notes. We don't need to see too much. Right, let's go. Oh, that's crazy. They even show the length. Yo, is this cheating if I sat here and just, all right, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. But at least I know I have help if I need help. Nothing too much, just the setup here. Then we got the section. So we got this, we got the section, basically almost around the same size. I'm assuming that part, damn, I wish I could stay hovered on it and then scroll down or something. And then this is where it has a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, so yeah, if I ever needed some help, this is where you can see all this. Damn, it even gets lower and lower and lower and lower. This just starts starting. Why is that? Why are these wrapped in spans? Is that just a better way to do that? If anyone knows, why are these wrapped in spans? Like, I understand this one because this is literally, it has a link. Oh, I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much. Oh my goodness, this goes crazy. They put a lot of effort into that one spot. All right, so next we got this little div container. So basically, what I'm just gonna write is wrap everything in a div. I'm pretty sure we seen that. Get a section. We need a section. We can't miss that. We need a section. I'm assuming a bunch of headings, right? Like I'm pretty sure soon at some point. I'm not writing it in order, as you could tell. Just trying to see exactly what we need. This is an article. Wait, I'm not even there. This is an article. What the hell is the article? Oh, oh, that's kind of sick. All right, it goes all the way up to there. So let me also write that down. As I'm looking through this code, y'all, I'm having a bit of a hard time realizing this is going to be big. I mean, this is going to be long as hell, but that's okay. So we got a section, we got an article header. So now I'm assuming we're back up here, probably targeting the top. Yeah, targeting right there. Okay. So these are all in div classes still. There's really nothing going on in H2. I told y'all there's going to be some headings. I see a bunch of sections. We don't really need too much. Oh, we need a footer. Oh wait, that's another thing too. I forgot about that. We're gonna need a main. I don't know when the hell that started. We're also gonna need a footer. We're gonna make this a little bit more organized next year. No, I'm just kidding. No, but we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. Oh, don't be afraid. Oh, we're gonna need some spans. And just because some P's, some paragraphs. We're gonna need some links. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of it towards the end here. This is great. We're gonna need a script or script JavaScript. I don't think I need that. Chill out, chill out. What am I doing? Spam. We're gonna need some links. We're gonna need divs. Yeah, we already got all that. So, oh, I didn't write divs. I'll wrap everything in a div. Yeah, I'm goated. I'm goated. I just wrote that 2 seconds ago, and that Marzi that did that is goated. Okay, look. Just stop. Just stop. I don't care. We can leave a little space here. I don't got it, but I gotta be this way. All right, actually, I know what I'm doing. So that's pretty good. So we got 2 nav bars. I obviously didn't write down everything, but I'm just assuming, you know, sections, headings, articles, main, footer, spans, P's, links. Those are all things that I ended up learning. I'm sure these are all things you guys ended up learning. So this is something that could be easily replicated. It's just, you know, taking the time and effort to break everything down. And then, like I said, if you really are struggling, it's best to really learn from the source. So for instance, let me go back up here. I'm just going to show y'all a little sneak peek, or I already kind of showed y'all. But like for instance, let's say I'm making this header. This is the nav bar. It shows me what size or what the padding. Wait, no, this is not the padding. I think this shows me what size it is. It shows me what position it is. Like this here is a -4 in position. This here is, where'd it go? This is this much. I'm wondering with position though, did they end up putting the position in, or is this just what it is? Oh, they did absolute. That's why. I'm acting like I know what the hell that means. I don't. And then also look, they even have the color. Like if you're getting lost, it's really easy to just look at these things and to break it down. The only hard part is like trying to figure out where you are here. I'm pretty sure people probably know how to find their stuff, but like sometimes I struggle a little bit. Like for instance, y'all realize I was clicking certain stuff and I couldn't even go down. I couldn't figure out where the hell they wrote any of that stuff. Unless they all wrote it into one big section, and that's where I missed it. And then also too, just a lot of things are wrapped in divs. And you know, I think probably the hardest part is going to be CSS. And then I feel like they make CSS look so much more easier, just in case if you need help. For instance, this is the main. They end up showing you exactly everything that they put in this. They have the negative. I'm pretty sure if anything needs padding, like this needs a margin of 48 at the top, and you have it written here. Like it's so easy to end up seeing. Obviously though, if you're making a website on your own, I think you can definitely look it over, but really only look for when you're trying to take notes like how I am, but then also too if you're getting a little bit lost. But don't try to just go straight based off it, because then technically you didn't make the website. But I feel like everything on here I could 100% do. I already told y'all where my struggles are going to be, is trying to keep this here as it's coming down. and then, you know, for instance, make the navigation bar disappear for then this to pop up. But the more you scroll down, that's gonna be tough, y'all. That's gonna be tough. And that's another thing real quick too that I kind of want to see is like, where did they put the section at and what was inside of the section? So they started with the nav bar, understandable, wrapped in a div, and then they put more divs and another nav bar. Is this another one? I think there's another one. Or is that my number 2? I'm not even sure. And then where is my section? So they wrapped this in a section. Let me see what that is. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what they did. So they wrapped that all in a section, but I don't even know if they put the picture in here. But that's understandable too. So I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be a great journey. Hopefully y'all ended up following along. Hopefully y'all end up doing this when y'all end up trying to replicate websites. I think this is the best way to truly do it, is to read their code, understand a little bit of what's going on. And you can also do this with JavaScript as well. You got event listeners here that you can get into and, you know, just really end up looking at the JavaScript of the code, and they have just a bunch of code. But, you know, I'm not that gifted, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the way that it's going to be for me. But I think this is really the best way to look at everything and how it's going and stuff like that. So let me know if y'all ended up enjoying this video. If y'all can't wait for this MacBook Air landing page, this is definitely going to be a multi-part series. All right, deuces.